Okay, hi Professor. My name is Chastity Waters, and I'm going to get this speech started today. I'm going to first let my audience members walk in front of the camera. Here's my first audience member. Okay, and here's my second audience member. Okay, if y'all would just have a seat, I'm going to get started. Okay, and I'll have them walk in front of the camera again as soon as I'm finished, okay? I'm going to be getting this speech started. I'm going to be talking about bacteria spread and ways that bacteria are spread on a day-to-day basis, and many ways that go unnoticed to the public and just the people in general. Okay, the number one way to prevent the spread of bacteria is by hand washing. Hand washing, hand washing. People overlook this so much every time their hands become contaminated, and it's very important to wash your hands for 15 to 20 seconds with warm water. Many people don't realize this. Many people will just use cold water and wash their hands, and it will not kill all the germs or get all the contamination off of your hands, okay? So it's very important to do that. Viruses and bacteria can live on surfaces for 2 hours or longer, and people do not really know that. I mean, they can live on surfaces for a long time, and that's a main reason why colds and flu are so spread so much every year and getting worse and worse year by year, because they can live on surfaces so long. Okay, if soap and water is not available, there are alternatives you can use. You can use hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer kills 99.9% of germs, okay? And you can carry a little one around with you. They make big bottles you can carry with you. The times I love to use hand sanitizer is when after I pump gas. I love to have hand sanitizer with me to wash my hands off after I pump gas, because so many people use the gas nozzles and they just do not realize all the germs they're putting on their skin from the gas nozzles, okay? I found colds and flus are spread from person to person through the air and through what it's called droplet spread, and it's deposited on people's tongue or nose, and that's how they can catch the cold or flu year by year. Because if you walk past somebody and you sneeze or you cough and somebody walks through that, you're now contaminated with the cold and flu, and just because that person didn't use a tissue to cover their sneeze. It's also very important for people to remember to cover your mouth and cover your sneeze with a tissue. Also, people fail to realize, do not use the same tissue over and over, because that's just recontaminating your hands and recontaminating everything. So you really want to use a fresh tissue over and over again. That's very important to remember, okay? In the United States, 5% to 20% of Americans get a virus or bacterial virus every year. That's very high, and a lot of people get them just by not using preventable ways to prevent the spread of bacteria. Okay, 200,000 people are hospitalized due to not using preventable ways. That's why it's very crucial to wash your hands. You know, stop the spread of bacteria and viruses flowing through the air. That way the flu shot won't be so crucial every year to get. It's just very important to keep your hands washed, okay? I'm also going to be talking about in today's day and age, prevention methods are used. A simple antibiotic is used to kill the spread of bacteria. Antiviral remedies are being developed in today's day and age to stop most viruses and bacteria from spreading. Like I said, bacterial viruses, if you do catch a cold or flu, they're usually treated with a simple antibiotic prescribed by your physician to kill the germs or whatever's in your system from the flu or the cold. Again, hand washing is the most preventable way to stop the spread of bacteria, okay? It's the most preventable way. Covering your cough or sneeze is the number one way to stop air droplets from dropping on people's tongue or nose or just anywhere someone walking through the sneeze, okay? Now, my question is, do all Americans prevent methods of bacteria spread? No, they do not. All Americans do not prevent methods of bacteria spread. That's why it's so important. I hope I get the message across to my audience and you as well, for people to tell everyone to wash your hands and use preventable ways to stop the spread of bacteria, because it would really help. It would really help us in America here, just to stop the flu and stop the cold and stop the sicknesses that go on, okay? I used my resources for this speech was my medical and clinical book by Connie Krebs. It was a very good medical and clinical book. It gives you all kind of detailed ways to stop the spread of bacteria and explains a lot of things to stop the spread of things and bacteria that contaminate our air or contaminate us as a person. Okay, also the website I also used was www.medicinenet.com. It's a very informative site. You just go in and type in germs, preventable ways. It will actually just give you a lot of listings on how to stop the spread of bacteria and preventable methods to use. Okay, I want to thank all of you for joining. Thank my audience. Thank you, Professor. I hope I got through, and I hope you enjoyed my speech, and just thank you. And I'm going to have my audience members come in front and walk in front just to let you know they're still here. This is my first audience member, and here's my second audience member. Okay, I'm going to be stopping the speech. Thank you so much.